this is the way? Is it? Did I say it right? Also, really, two-way radio? So ancient and very much of a galaxy a long time ago. Yeah, in that galaxy and a streaming service far away. Anyway, yeah. Hey, everybody, this is Retrokid of Retrokid Reviews, and Ace Wolves Armored because it's more of a requirement if I'm going to be talking about Season 3 of Mandalorian. So, where do I start? Yeah, let's start with that kid. Okay, I totally forgot to get your figure time. Told you so. Thanks, Ryder. Thanks a lot. Yeah, is he gonna be like this? Yeah, he's gonna be like this. And long story short, we're gonna get Mando next time around when I don't know, when Ahsoka drops. No promises. Just say, Mando, you're in our armor. You're gonna need to do it. All right, got it. Also, you sounded very Boba Fettish. You really want to say that right now? Got it, Denjarn. Yeah, and are we cool with your name and all that? Are you cool with my son's name? Your adoptive son. Okay, look, spoilers ahead, and we're going to be mostly talking about the finale and mostly the last couple of weeks, mainly because this season is, yeah, mixed. You know, there's a no, just mixed. It's pretty mixed, but all around it's could be worse. First and foremost, the past visit, The Last Stand was pretty good, and for Jon Favreau's version of I guess prequels Clone Wars character, the Filoniverse was very strong as usual. And, yeah, Bo-Katan was definitely getting more, characterization and fairly, I guess streamlining, or I guess being more fleshed out with her wants of, bringing all of Mandalore together for, obviously the Darksaber, and knowing that she never really needed it. It was more of a fight, that pretty much explained, like, no, we were gonna ride or die with you regardless, and that's just Din just saying it in, Mando's case. And, yeah, let's get another most obvious, elephant out of the room. Yeah, the Lizzo and Jack Black episode, I don't see it. I don't see the anger. I don't get it. Maybe it's the tenacious DME because I will ride or die with J-Bulls all day long. JT, well, we're also here talking about it, Call Gas and everything else. But that being said, I don't know, shit, was there something else I was supposed to talk about? Oh, yeah, Mando and Grogu and the actual titular character himself. Can you tell that, in, Pedro Pascal's case, he was basically doing this and Last of Us, at the same time? Yeah, you can definitely tell, and I'll card to my, full review of Season 1 of Last of Us, in case you guys want to know. And, honestly, for basically being in, 90% of the suit than usual, which is, you know, you don't see the face much. Anyway, in Bo-Katan's case, for Katie Sackhoff, she's basically trying to, internalize how to live in two worlds when it comes to, like, the Creed, when they want to keep their helmet on, kind of, cult mentality, versus, like, her squad that, obviously Ace Wolves is from. Oh, by the way, shout out to that guy, because long story short, character-wise, he did, like, the most obvious, Last Jedi kind of maneuver when it comes to, like, one-shotting an entire Stormtrooper upgrade division by, if I remember correctly, yeah, Moff Gideon. Yeah, long story short, he showed up and droves. Turns out, at the end of that season, he basically said, "No, I'm going to take over a small section of Mandalore that nobody saw coming and just basically mine it for as much Beskar as I can." Speaking of Moff Gideon, yeah, the middle half of the season was basically, I guess, a lot of political intrigue that may or may not kick off the sequel trilogy a little quicker than most thought for the show, so that's actually pretty cool. So essentially, the whole timeline of this being like the in-between years of the original trilogy and sequel trilogy is very much true. And last and foremost, if anyone still wants to know my thoughts of Rise of Skywalker, yeah, classified. We're just gonna put the Korean kibosh on this one. We're just gonna say classified this one. You know, I really need that sword pretty soon. It's a power sword. It's not like a... Yes, a Jedi wizard stick or whatever the hell these guys think of. It's a wizard stick. I don't understand the Force, and yet Grogu tries to explain to me. Also... Okay, seriously, this is how your hand works? Okay, I forgot to get the gloves in time. What do you want me to do, Den? Okay, sorry. Long story short, a lot of my Season 1 characters got upgraded. Some of which got upgraded off-screen. Yes, the Gino Carano of the room, yes. She got upgraded off-screen and probably never get a Rise of the Resistance or whatever the hell was going to be your spin-off show. Oh, thank God. Yeah, I know, right? Anyway, also, yeah, Core Weathers is now High Magistrate. Presenting High Magistrate. Sorry, I just really liked that subplot. It was actually really cool seeing Navarro being, well, pretty much more of a generic Tatooine and basically be its own thing. Almost like they shot on location for once. Yeah, I know, it's so awesome. They finally got a budget. It's so weird. I know, very weird. What the hell are they? Spider-Man. You don't want to know. Do I have to learn a language? They're mostly English. Space English. Okay, cool. Yeah, also, another thing I highly recommend all of Kind of Funny's, like, Mando in review. I think Anthony Carboni was obviously going to be the more obvious cheerleader for this season, and of course, Sage Ryan for the Lizzo episode, because long story short, she really likes Space British. It just goes into that dialect. It's Space British. It's pretty obvious. We have to put up with that with the Shi'ar Empire sometimes. Oh, okay, good. So, anyway, onto the figure articulation for this segment of this review. Long story short, for my first Black Series figure, it's actually pretty good. I know Foosh had a bit of a snafu of, like, explaining which exact armaments is from which Mando figure, so I won't go into too details about it. However, in my particular figure's case, there is some, like, chipping, paint chipping, not actually battle damage kind of taping. It looks pretty good, warns it pretty well. I might do an outdoor shoot with this with probably other Star Wars or any adjacent franchises that I could think of. Like, you're not going to use that armor against a Xenomorph or anything of those Predator. Yautja, and yes, I so want to do it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually pretty cool. You're supposed to be him from the future. You're sounding a lot like him for the multiverse. Okay, we figured this out in the Dungeons & Dragons review. Seriously, Card 2. Anyway, final thoughts? I guess other Earth me? Yes, not from the future me. Yeah, as far as this season goes, it's pretty mixed, and yeah, it does have a lot of required reading, or in this case, watching, of Book of Boba Fett to see why Din's here and why now he's Din Grogu. Long story short, again, final spoilers, 3, 2. Yeah, it was pretty obvious he was going to adopt Grogu regardless, and honestly, the episode leading up with him in the IG-11 armor was actually pretty funny. Again, there was some top 10, like, obvious, you know, Grogu being cute kind of moments, and Grogu being badass moments, even without the armor, at the end of the season finale when it came to fighting Moff Gideon. Long story short, in his plan, there's a lot of the proxy stuff that most of the Empire was probably doing in between the original trilogy into the sequel trilogy, and clones was definitely of the order. Oh, don't bring clones. Dude, it's Star Wars. They're gonna bring clones in somehow. Okay. Not like a clone saga, right? Nothing to do with Chasm, please? Oh, no, not even close. Yeah, the less Star Wars characters needs to know about the intricacies of limbo presidents, and in this case, citizenship is the better. Seriously, they actually have an embassy? Yeah, I know, it's so weird. Anyway, last thoughts. It's awesome. Look, I know if you're here, if you're ride or dying, if you've been around since season 1, you're gonna like some top 10 action moments, and some out of context stuff, like, yeah, the first, 10 episodes when we're trying to knight a kid into being, into the Creed, swearing the oath, and then having another monster fight. Yeah, it was actually the most surprising monster fight. I legitimately forgot there was a monster fight in between the season finale when they were back at Mandalore. Not even kidding. Also, they had a character actor from what was it, Top Gun Maverick? Yeah, long story short, for my mini review of Top Gun Maverick, yeah, I finally got to see it, and it's actually pretty cool. And hello, Retro. Seriously, this armor is that trappable? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I could have told you that, kid. Oh, thanks, Jen. Thanks a lot. So, what version of Ghostface are you this time? I don't know, but honestly, I think you should find out this Saturday when you finally do your review of Scream 6. You know I'm in, like, better armor than whatever the hell you got under that, like, cloak, right? Prank caller! Ah! And, surprisingly, the helmet stays on. Yeah, we'll figure that out, and most of this armor later down the road with, Ahsoka, but ultimately, for my final score, 7 out of 10. Look, it is definitely mixed, probably mid as the new terminology as far as, things go when it comes to Star Wars, but for mid, still strong storytelling. Yeah, it's not Andor, but hey, it's at least trying. So, me trying to figure out how to get this jetpack on, it's still the fuel's still on, right? No. Yeah, go to me trying to figure that out for Retro to his previous video, which was mostly talking about Power Rangers or whatever. Oh, it was Fast 10. A quarter mile at a time. Okay, very nice, very down to earth of you. Anyway, go to Retro entirely not trying to figure out the helmet. Okay, look, is this the heat shrink thing I gotta do? Seriously, there's like a trick, right, to keep this on for neck articulation, because surprisingly this has neck articulation, and Legends doesn't have that. What the hell, Hasbro? Anyway, go to me here, obviously, for upcoming shorts for probably my or probably stuff I'll probably miss either in this review or for Scream 6. Probably old fan theories of like previous killers that might have or should have showed up. Yeah, we watched a movie was all about that, going into even theorizing whatever the hell Scream 7 was gonna be. Long story short, I'll talk about that as soon as I can. And I guess trying to figure out which main weapon goes best with this Beskar armor itself. To sub the channel, hit the notification bell down below. And again, if you are a Star Wars fan, and if I said anything remotely nuanced criticism-wise, please let me know in the comments down below, because, yeah, despite how it looks, this is actually a really good season, and I did sit through this week to week more than, say, I don't know, Book of Boba Fett, so if that's not confidence for the rest of, like, the Filoniverse, I don't know what is. Anyway, take care, subscribe, and, how do I get out of this? You know you can't take the helmet off once you do the oath, right? Wait, what?